Blessings, peace, prosperity, and protection from the God that sit up on the throne. All power is in his hands, and love be the reason. And of course, you know, this is Queen Plastantifa. I just had to run up here real quick and feed Junie and check her water and everything, clean her stall up a little bit. And then I'll, of course, come back later and do a much better job. Since I wasn't dressed to be cleaning poop. I was at the house just relaxing and everything. Anyway, I was just wanted to say, you know, it's another day to be blessed, another day to be a blessing to someone else. You know, it's just another day, another great day. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and I will be glad in it, regardless. So, you know, I woke up this morning, and let me put my windows up. But I woke up this morning, and I said, you know, let me just kind of take my time this morning. And I still had to consider that Junie, 21, has a life, you know. I adopted that life. But in order for me to be able to care for her properly, I have to care for me, you know. And it's not always eat, sleep, hurry up and get dressed and put things in order. Sometimes it's just sitting back doing nothing. And so I did that, you know, just for a couple of hours. You know, and I was watching the Africa Has Talent, which they really do, you know. So much there, and it's not getting the recognition and stuff. But well, now it is. Okay, let's just say it like that. Now it is. And then this morning, another thing that came on was in Honduras, you know, and I cried because we're out here in America and we're praying for cars, praying for money, you know, praying to do different activities. We got food. They just give food away. You can go anywhere and just get food, you know. And these people are just praying for the safety of their life. You know, so the interview was on a man, you know, and he's explaining the different things. It's hard to be a woman in Honduras because when they come for you, whoever it is, you know, they go for you, you can't refuse them. They found bodies, beheaded, females, beheaded. The rest of the body is in the bush, butt naked. So it's a lot that's going on. You know, so maybe your gas got turned off today or last week, or maybe, you know, maybe your electricity got turned off, and you know, maybe you don't have food, but you have the ability to go and do it. You have the ability. You know, I have a horse. My grandkids are safe and sound and got clothes more than they need. I got food, everything more than I need. And these people are only praying and asking God for the safety of the family. You know, children are scared to go outside and play when my children have a play yard. You know, and I was so hurting because, you know, one of my grandchildren, she's mixed with El Salvador, the other one's mixed with Mexican. My good friend, she's El Salvadoran. You know, I have a friend from Honduras, and I have a lot of Hispanic friends from everywhere, you know. And, you know, then when you hear their stories on how they struggle to get where they are, you know, it's just really something. So, you know, why? And okay, what they were saying is that it's not other cultures that's killing their daughters, snatching their daughters, or killing the women, raping them and making them sell their bodies. It's their own. It's their sons. It's their uncles, you know. And it's sad. It's sad. But we have horses. Oh, we might complain because the hay man came too late. Or, oh, that store ran out of minerals. And I was complaining the other day, oh, dog it, the order that I put out 2 gallons of fly spray for my horse, still haven't got here. My horse is up, and I'm doing all of this. I didn't express that to everybody, but I'm doing all of this and saying all this to myself like, man, they got to hurry up with this order. I don't have money to just be doing this. I don't have money to just be doing that. But, these people are praying for their life. Their life. I can go outside. I can go in my garage. I can go in the play yard. I can go ride bikes. I can ride horse. I can go to the park. I can go skating. I have 2 pair of brand new skates. You know what I'm saying? And we complain. We complain. We have nothing to complain about. Okay. Your child decided they don't want to go to college. They want to do something else. They're still doing something. They're not just laying on their behinds. They didn't choose to just be prostitutes and whores. They haven't been snatched up. So I think we need to start appreciating where a person is in life. And give as much as we can. I am a giver, and I am giving all the time. The same thing is happening in Africa. It's happening actually all over the world, but we're here in America. You tell me. Children are being kidnapped, yes, and they're being put out for prostitution, but they're being rescued. These, when they snatch them and they decide, no, I don't want to do it, they kill them. So the father was saying, I know my daughter was raped, abused, and beheaded. They found her head. They found her head in the tree, not far from where her body was. These things, we're complaining about the school system. We're complaining about all different types of things. And then we look down on other people because they don't have certain things. Then we say, how could they live like that? That's just pitiful. Ugh. You don't know where nobody came from. You don't know nobody's life. My son, my younger son, he had got caught up on drugs. And so he was homeless. He didn't have to be. But that's what he chose out of respect of not bringing it to my house. And I had the nerve. I said, oh my God, look at these people down here. They're so homeless. But of course, I'm thinking positive things to try to help and stuff like that. But when he heard me say that, he said, Mom, how could you say that? You don't know their life. You don't know how they got out there. Because he heard their story. He heard their story. He slept with them. Downtown LA, he slept with them. In the park on 3rd Street in Beverly Hills, he slept with them. He ate with them. He hungered with them. But like he was saying, that my whole point in that is that he had to open my eyes. He said, Mom, you don't know their story. Some of them, yes, they decided, I can't take this no more. I can't get my kids. I can't see my kids. I don't have money to get my kids certain things. And they go into a depression and they walk away. But we don't know the story. All we know is they walked away. How could they just walk away from their kids? That's a pitiful shame. How do you just do that? You're healthy and you're strong. You can go get a job. Okay? Is it that easy for them to go and get a job? No. It's easier. And that doesn't mean a person is a coward. I go through a lot. A single woman. Beautiful. Got everything I want, everything I desire. But I don't have the man in my life. But and the sad thing is that the only way I can get help, a brother, if he think he gonna get something in between my legs, oh, he'll help. He'll come out of his pockets like it ain't nothing. But I'm sorry, I'm not living that life. I'm not doing that. I'm not going there. I'm parking. So I brought that up to say, you don't know what people are going through, just to survive. So just surviving. Just surviving. So this was some time ago, and this is how I ended up helping prostitutes off the corner. I see this beautiful. She was beautiful. I hurried and caught up with her. She was on Figueroa, right there before Gage, somewhere around near there. But no, it was right before Slauson. And I told her, I said, listen, baby, what's wrong? Why do you have to be out here like this? You're beautiful. She says, I know I'm beautiful. And she said, that's what they pay for. I said, no, they paying for something else, because you don't have to be beautiful for them to go there. They paying for something else, honey. I said, but you're beautiful. She says, well, I'm doing this because I don't have no help. Every time I ask for help, a brother won't want my, and she said, what she said. And she says, and I'm just tired of it. So if I can get stuff like that, then I might as well get out here and do it myself. This young girl explained to me that she's in medical school, and this is part of her way. So some people can say, oh, what? They always say that. Oh, it's such a cliche. You say all of that, but you don't know. You really don't know what the issue is, what's going on. We got to be more sensitive to what is happening. So I used to see the homeless, and I still do it. I still do it as God leads me now. But I would go and cook a huge meal, I bought containers, and just go out and start passing out food. Up and down Figueroa, just feeding the homeless. When this little girl came running out, this little Hispanic girl, cute little girl, she came running out with no shoes on, and she was dirty. And she says, well, I don't know how to say it in Spanish. So the person that was standing right there said, oh, she was asking if you had any more food, because her and her brother or sister, I don't remember, it was a while ago, but her and her sibling were hungry and they didn't get anything to eat. So I said, well, where's the mom and where's the dad? The answer was, because this person was translated, the answer was at work, and they don't get off till late, and the neighbor is watching them. I said, oh, okay. So I did run out. I ran out of food and everything. But you know what? I hurried back home. I went in my daughter's drawer, pulled out clothes. I took blankets, The blankets at Anna's Linen was $5. When I got some blankets, and stuff. When I handed it to them, they opened up the window, and I handed it to her, and I can say, I know God blesses me for the things that I do, but I also had to learn that there's a time, and so God had to teach me time. So everything is when He says it. It's not when I want, because, oh my God, I'll just be running around crazy, and I'm not at that age anymore where I could just run around. I used to just get in my car, feel the take up, Even when I was out here, and I'll go to one of the schools that my grandkids would go to, and at the end of the week, or sometimes the end of the day, they give me the food so I can go and feed the homeless. And I go and feed the homeless, give them apples and pears and sandwiches and juices and milk. And I'm telling you, those people were so excited. So now it was this homeless couple. I didn't know that they were together. I just seen the man, and I didn't see the lady sitting off in the bushes. I seen material, like blankets and stuff. It looked like a pile of blankets. And so I gave the man his meal, and he said, can I get one more? And I said, no, I want to spread it around and everything, right? So she stretched her foot out, and I seen her foot, and I'm like, oh, that's somebody there. And I said, excuse me, you want something to eat? You hungry? She says, yeah, but I didn't think you wanted to help me. I said, well, I mean, why not? Everybody else, no, it's not like that. She said, well, I didn't think you wanted to help me because I'm white. I couldn't stop the tears from coming down my eyes because it don't even matter about the color. We are all having issues. It is too many celebrities with all that doggone money. They're doing basketball camps and all that. That's fine. But why don't you really do something? Get out in these communities. Get a truck. Go around and spread out some good fresh food. There's restaurants that wouldn't have a problem with catering to it. They just don't even have the money to do it or the transportation. I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother. I am a community activist. I'm a child of the living God who sit up on the throne with all power in his hands. There's no way in the world I can continue to pass people. And I don't have a whole lot. But I can't continue to pass people and not pull over water. Sometimes I just have water or juice, even ginger beer in my vehicle. And I'll pull over. I see somebody look thirsty, give it to them. I pull over and my grandkids, they vouch for me. I will pull over and pick you up. We seen the lady and she had her child in the stroller, and then one walking, and then an older one, and they were coming from the grocery store. And I'm like, you guys, I said, I'm sorry, I have to turn around. So the vehicle wheel was full. And then my grandson said, well, sweetie, what are you going to fit? I said, we're going to make it happen. If they're going to have to scooter, you guys got to lap up, get in the back, get on the floor, whatever. We're going to make it happen for them. But fortunately, they lived right a block away, but they walked over a mile, 2-3 miles maybe, to get a block away when I seen them. But when I seen them, they had dropped the groceries that failed, and they were trying to pick it up, and she was trying to hold the kid from not, drifting off, and then the stroller with the baby and stuff like that. So somebody can say, well, she shouldn't have that many kids. She shouldn't, shut up. You need to shut up because you don't know where your situation is going to end up, okay? So I can say this why. You all can look on the news. I don't know, was it Bel Air or somewhere, and they was living in these beautiful mansions. Extremely beautiful mansions. Right there off the beach. You walk out on the deck and you look out in the beach. The water, beautiful, beautiful water. Well, those houses went sliding down. Guess what? All the money, the heavy-duty safes, all of the stuff that they had couldn't stop that disaster. They was given Section 8. You see? So don't turn your nose up at anybody because you don't know where you might end up at. You don't know what your destination is. You can have plans all you want to, but you just don't know. So do good. Do good to somebody. Help somebody. Encourage somebody. Give somebody a hug. If you can't do that, pray for somebody. So my heart went out this morning. This man crying. He could barely speak, but he's crying because his daughter head was in the tree and the body was found a little bit away in the bushes, butt naked. They kidnapped her. So we're all going through. Some situations are worse than the others. A lot of you complaining your credit is messed up, or they putting too many miles on my vehicle, and I got to go, the gas is up too high, and we have these little bitty 2-cent issues, and we really need to stop. And you all pray for me, because I don't want to fall into that situation where my son have to correct me and remind me. Oh yeah, I was out on the street before. Somebody put me out. I was homeless. Someone put me out. I don't even want to mention her name. Put me and my children out on the bus stop on Crenshaw Boulevard, 3-something in the morning, because somebody else said that me and my kids need to go. So I know that feeling. I know that pain. It was just the grace of God that my best friend was coming from a club and passed by and see me and my kids on the bus stop. 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Put me out. Yeah. I mean, and that's something at a mild level. There are things that just I went through, but God is so able to do more in abundance. More. So my trust is in Jesus. He is my provider. He is my way maker. He make ways out of no ways. He's my protector. He's my guider. Yes, he's my attorney. He makes my destination. Not only do he protect me, but he protect my children too. My grandchildren and my bloodline. We're covered in the blood of Jesus. So anyway, I just wanted to voice this and hope that it will touch somebody's heart to consider somebody else's life. Somebody else. Remember, when you look at your situation, remember, when you run out of soap and you need to run, you just got to run out real quick to go get some soap, some dishwashing liquid and all this stuff. Some little cubes for your dishwasher. Think. On your way to the store, look. Make it a habit to look to see how you can be a blessing to somebody else for the day. Look. Because you never know. You just never know. And that's the truth. This is Queen Plastantifa. And as I say, blessings, peace, prosperity, and protection from the God that sit up on the throne. All power is in his hands, and love be the reason. You all stay strong, keep praying, and be a blessing to someone else.